Another week with Mary's Dreamtime messages. This week is the last week now before Christmas, and so it's going to be starting the 23rd of December and running through until the 29th. So Christmas is on Wednesday, so there's not a lot of time now, and then the celebrations will start. So last week we pulled the cards with butterfly, letting us know that we're in a cycle of change and transformation. And so we also had and the butterfly tells us of life's ups and downs. We may be in an up period or a down period, but not to worry so much about which kind of period, other than if it's a down period, yes, we need to make a change so that we can become happier. If it's an up period, then it may just be a reshuffling of things. So that's what butterfly was helping us with, and so paired with the crocodile with dragonfly is really telling us that we are very determined whether we are in a up period or a down period. So just I hope you were able to find some benefits in that and trying to understand how that sits in your life and what you can do to make that change, to become happier, because life is about being happy. So try to make that revolve around, that be the center of gravity for your world. So let's see which cards are going to come this week on Christmas week. So there's the box. You would have got your cards in and your 85-page booklet. Mine's looking a bit ratty now, but that's alright. And your 33 glossy cards with the famous white cockatoos on the back, and all the Australian animals on the front. So every week I pull out 2 cards so that we can keep motivated and keep focused on our goals and making a change for the better, in connection to culture and the land, and understanding nature, how we can have nature sitting inside of us, where we can understand it in its most pure and natural way. So let's shuffle these cards and see which animals are going to come up and guide our way this week. And the first animal we got is with humpback whale. I am searching, which gives us the message: when I focus on the direction I want to take myself, I can find all the pieces of my soul that I've been yearning for, and this makes me courageous. Sometimes the first step of change is just making the decision, what do we want to focus on? So just getting to that point may actually take a lot of time. So the humpback whale is number 33. So just be certain to go into your little guidebook where you can get some more information and even some action steps to help you start right away. So the whale is telling us that there's many habits we can take on without any consideration or realization of the consequences until we're faced with an unpleasant situation. I mean, for me, I found that I was in an unpleasant situation, and trying to understand how I got there. I mean, I think what's more important is asking yourself what I can do to change the situation to make things better. So humpback whale allows you to examine the depth of your soul and what qualities make up the very essence of you. This also helps you to actually go with the flow of these qualities within you. There is so much focus on negativity, and so it can be a little bit of a shift, focusing more on the positive side. This time will become something that is highly beneficial to you, which will give you the self-assurance and solid connection to the heart of yourself you've been searching for. And something good to be able to focus your mind through is a diary, and you can document all things that are happening in your life and then just go back and say, oh, I've made progress here, I haven't here, I need to go and understand this more. So the guidance is you are reaching a time of questioning, which is good, in not only keeping your mind active, but also to get you closer to the pursuit of your own soul's growth and potential. Have you achieved what you set out to in this life, or is it time to make a list and reassess? Start a journal, begin tracking your soul's journey, and understand the inner qualities that make up who you are. This is an important self-realization exercise, and especially at this time of the year as we're winding down. And this will bring to light many opportunities for you to grow, but also brings in more harmony and success of self. So the positives is you're wanting to get more harmony and self-realization and success within yourself. So this is what the humpback whale will help you with. There may be some disharmony around that or indifference. So doing this exercise can also really help with the self-fulfillment of you within inside. So let's see what the next card is going to give us. So I hope everyone's finished their Christmas shopping by now. And if you haven't, then Monday's probably the last day I can express post to Sydney, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, let's keep going and see which card is coming up next. So the Dingo, we got Dingo, I am advancing. When I listen to the deepest part of my heart and soul, I'm confident the decision I make will ultimately lead to my life purpose. This is the very essence of our intuition, and also, guiding our feelings towards something that gives us great emotional growth from within. And so if we go to number 21, because Dingo is number 21. So one little fact about this painting of the Dingo, which contains at least 35 different colours. So as I was probably mentioning in my last video about the evolution of these Dreamtime paintings and how I've been evolving them so that there's more than one animal. Well, you may not realise, but in this one has the rainbow serpent, which is going into, this is like the time, and how it can represent that we're going in a time-space continuum, and it could be either representing the past, present or future. So this, the other evolution to do with my paintings is also having a certain amount of colours inside these paintings. So we got up to about between 35 and 40 different colours so far. The smaller paintings is much harder to do that, but with the larger paintings it's much easier to do, although it does take a lot of time mixing my own colours and things like that. The guidance that the Dingo is giving us is that you need to have courage to follow through with your purpose, because let's not forget that it takes great courage, and especially if your life purpose involves being creative. It's not easy being courageous in a creative field. So follow through with your passion, lead the way to what this involves, trusting those raw instincts and emotions to lead the way, spiritually guiding you every step of the way. The purpose is to let you know that it is a time to begin or end something. So at this point in your life, you may be very, and it relates back to last week saying that you need to make a change. Do you have an up or down? Are you having an up or down period? The Dingo is telling us now that what is it? Do you need to begin something? Do you need to end something? And from this beginning or ending, you will find the missing piece of yourself so that you can advance yourself further. The guidance is you're at a crossroads of your life, and whether you're either beginning a certain chapter or you're leaving one behind. Choose wisely, but remember to use your instincts like the Dingo to come to a conclusion about the best way to go. Have trust in your personal guidance system by having more faith in your instincts. your base raw instincts. So this is the instinct to survive. So instincts show you the way so that you can make spiritual progress to develop your soul. The positive is you're making a beginning, or you're ending something, you're making spiritual progress, and there's development. If there's a negative, you may be feeling blocked, inactive, or disbelief. So that is what the Dingo is telling us. So these are the two cards we got this week, with Humpback Whale and Dingo, which is telling us that we need to really focus in on our qualities so that we can be more confident in moving forward with the Dingo, so that we can keep developing our instincts and trusting those, so that we can continue to step out and make that change that we're wanting. So I hope you have a wonderful week with these two, and keep calm, because Christmas is coming. Have a great week and Merry Christmas, and I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas, a happy and safe Christmas, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.